Okay. Okay, so a couple things. Know that we've taken a lot of time to set the stage for your second quarter. Know this, right? And there's a really important reason. Okay, I need you guys to believe that you can be successful because you said you were going to be, right? You know, like when you tell your parents, no, ma, I got this, dad, I got this. No, like that follow through is what they're depending on you to do, right? And maybe I'm practicing this speech for my freshmen because that's what they need to hear when I meet with them on Thursday. But for you guys, I think you guys are really understanding that. Yeah. Lindsay, cook rice, yeah, before I come home. Oh yeah, ma, I got this, right? And then you cook the rice. Don't put too much water though. Okay, because that's even worse too. Yeah. Okay, so when I look at some of your guys' responses, yeah, it's just minor things that you have to work on to get yourself to that next level. Okay, some of you guys have other goals. Okay, and I need you guys to see how what you can do that's just a little bit extra to get you to that next step. Right? Make perfect rice. You guys in the chat, you guys are hilarious. Yeah, Elise, bread is awesome. Raise your hand. Anybody had the donuts from Mountain View Bakery? Oh, they're delicious. Even the weird orange lihimui one is really good. The mochi donuts. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we might have to go up there. What is that? No, I have to take the chicken out of the freezer. Yeah. I don't like donuts. I don't like donuts either, okay? I just was amazed. Okay, whatever. All right, let's do this. Now we're going to take our quiz for Kalua I Ko'olau. What I want you to do is go to the next section of your module for this week where it says assessment for Kalua I Ko'olau. I just want to make one correction here. All right, because where is my journey Lealoha? Is he in this class? Where is he today? Yeah. Oh my gosh. He's not here. Well, Journey Lealoha last quarter called it the Hawaiian Kingdom. And something didn't sit right with me. And then I went back and I looked at the slides that I gave you, and I made my first mistake ever. So I'm here to clarify. So there's a note of correction. So that's me holding myself accountable. Yeah, I am perfect, but sometimes I make mistakes. Okay. Same like you guys. Same like you guys. So when you look, the note the correction. It says in 1810, Paea unites all the islands under the Hawaiian Kingdom, except for Kauai, right? And those Kauaians, they know they never give in. Okay. The Hawaiian Kingdom is when, after 1810, you can refer to the Hawaiian nation as the Hawaiian Kingdom. Everybody good on that? I think I got that switched up in my head while I was making the slides. So make that correction. The Kingdom of Hawaii was the rule of Keawe, the Mo'i Keawe, on the island of Hawaii prior to Kamehameha uniting all the Hawaiian Islands. So I just wanted to ikalamai that to the fullest, all right? And then let's go ahead and take your quiz. I need you guys to read the questions carefully because my last class made a little bit silly mistakes because they weren't paying attention all that well. So let's see what happens. Copy, okay. In the chat, you guys have your phones. Okay, set your phones to 15 minutes. Okay. Get on to the quiz. And let's take our quiz. Everybody good? Kala'i, you good? Okay, go. If you're done early, there are directions in the chat. You have about 5 minutes until I close the test, so make sure you finish soon. Okay, go ahead and submit, and we're going to move on. Okay. Journey, you saw in the chat. Okay. Alrighty. Not bad. Alrighty, let's move on. Okay, so let's go over to the dystopian introduction to dystopian literature. Okay, so what we have here is we have the definition of dystopia, right? And it says in its most basic sense, it's the opposite of utopia. So if you had either me, Miss Kano or Miss Suganuma, we did this project last year where you had to create your own utopia and then like a bunch of rules. You guys remember this? You guys had to like create a poster or some kind of, no? I know what it was for. It was for 10th grade. You guys are my freshmen. Never mind. Okay, so anyway, let's look at this. So I think you know that utopia is like a perfect world. So this is the opposite ish, right? And so if you guys look, you need to take notes because what we're going to do is we're going to have a quiz coming up and this is going to be part of your quiz. So let's go ahead and take out your notebooks and write down definition of dystopia or introduction to dystopia.
Oh, are we gonna read temperature? I forget what that book is.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
This one?
Yeah, Fahrenheit
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, it's 451. So what you're going to do is you're going to learn how to spell Fahrenheit, first of all, because that's a tricky one. But we're going to be reading a short story and then a longer short story. And then we're going to jump into the Fahrenheit. So no big deal. It's all paced out quite nicely. And then toward the end of the quarter, we will be doing a project. Okay, so it's really important that you keep track, right? We're going to actually smush all of these characters together into a presentation for your final for the first semester. So keep track of your favorite characters from the Crucible, Kalua i Ko'olau, and then these upcoming literature pieces. Okay, so we ready to take notes? Sophia, you ready? Okay. Don't pull a grandma and like fall asleep like that, like looking down. Okay, let's look. So dystopia. Okay, we're taking notes here. Just the basic notes you need to take. Yeah, opposite of utopia. So this is fictional societies, meaning they don't really happen. But lately it seems like we live in kind of a dystopian society. I don't know, you tell me. Yes, Kalai.
So like North Korea.
Ooh. Perhaps. Where else? We'll see. Other places, right? Okay, so fictional societies, meaning they're fake, but really, I don't know. Really, like reality is kind of blending with these fictional stories, and it's like, is this really happening? Right? Okay, so third bullet. We're in the blue box, by the way, right? That I don't know. Maybe it's not blue. What is it? Teal? I don't know. I don't care. All right, so it says, but not exact opposite, right? It's like dystopias contain the same elements of utopias, but this is what I want you to take note of, right? But there's intense measures to control everyone in order to achieve this utopian like society, right? So going back to the giver, everybody wears the same clothes, some of you guys would die. And then you're like, but we're in uniforms right now, right? There's no color in the giver, right? Nobody feels pain, right? Those are the extreme measures that are being called out. Okay? It says, but these extreme measures are taken to horrific extremes. So, yeah, nobody knows what dying is like. Yeah, nobody. What was it in the giver? There are only 50 children being born each year, and each person was assigned to a job. But if you were a twin, like Lindsay and I, we're not twins together, but like separately, right? I mean, like if you were born a twin, then junk and pull, one of you guys goes elsewhere. You guys remember this? Like it's kind of crazy, right? Because we couldn't have 51 people that would offset the balance. What?
Wouldn't they like literally throw them away?
Yeah, like when you see like
Didn't they like put a shot to their head or
Yeah,
something?
that too.
And then once
after that, then out with the laundry, the laundry chute. Okay. I mean, that's not funny. That's not really funny at all. All right, so let's move down. Go ahead and write down dystopian novels. So dystopian novels include elements of contemporary society. So they call out modern day issues, right? At least pretend like you're taking notes, okay? At least pretend like you're taking notes. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. All right. So what else? Dystopian novels are warnings against some modern trend, right? So add that to your notes. Dang. Can anybody think of, so if we have time, I'm hoping that we can write a very short story, our own dystopian short story. What are some of the things that come to mind? Go ahead in your notes. Make like 2 bullets. What are 2 things in our current society that we could see as problems that we could call out in a dystopian short story? What would that be? Can you think of any? Jaden Bettis, is there something that you'd like to call out on?
I'm just thinking of random ones like pollution or like something that's like climate change or something, and people just going crazy, I guess. I don't know.
Right. What about like to take that a step further? There's like a dichotomy with that. There's climate change and we need to do something about it. And then there's climate change is a hoax, right? So what if your dystopian was about not believing like science or facts? That could be an interesting. Oh, we're changing glasses now, Sophia.
I think that's called the Lorax.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, I cried during the Lorax. Those cartoons, they get me inside out. Oh my gosh. You know that ugly cry? I mean, I was like, no sound coming out of my mouth. Couldn't breathe. Like, why? Because so sad. Anyway, whatever. Oh, Jaden, I didn't say Trump. I was just saying in general, like people thinking that things are hoaxes. Like, I don't know. Have you seen the icebergs? The before and after 100 years apart. Where the icebergs going? Those poor polar bears, they're drowning. Ice Age. Oh my gosh, whatever. I didn't cry during Ice Age. I actually laughed my butt off. that little squirrel, raccoon, little scrawny thing. I don't know what it is, but appreciate it. Sid! I like the squirrel. Yeah, me too. Okay. I'm glad that I can relate to children that are 15 years old. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay, so dystopian novels. I want you guys, I'm planting seeds today, by the way. Think about the short story you want to write. Your dystopian. You want to call something out. So for me, what's think about something that's weighing heavily on you. Like what, right? Like, I don't know what's true anymore. I gotta check like multiple sources of information to know, did that really happen? Right? I think currently we're living in a dystopian of lies. I don't know. I mean, you can just pretty much say anything and whatever. Do you? And I'm like, there's gotta be truth. I want to be a truth seeker. I don't know. Anyway, that's just me. You do you. Okay, so your dystopian novel is going to be talking about, there's going to be calling out this thing called a cautionary tale. Go ahead and write that real big, cautionary tale. Caution meaning, hey, it's coming, right? There's a warning, right? Even us though, we got speed bumps. We got these cautionary signs on the road and we still ignore them, right? So each dystopian piece of literature that you're about to read is going to have a cautionary tale. I need you guys to figure out what's the whole point in it. Okay. So let's look. In the orange box at the second bullet, it says writers use them as cautionary tales in which humankind is put into a society that may look inviting on the surface, but in reality, turn around. It is a nightmare. You turn. Right? Okay, and then I don't know if that's teal. What is that? That's not baby blue. I don't know what color that is. Light blue ish green. So there's the definition of utopia, right? Perfect society. It's ideally perfect, right? Especially in its social, political, and moral aspects. Opposite of dystopia. Okay, so make sure you have this in your notes so that you can go back and look. Don't just take notes and say, oh, I take notes. Electric blue, yeah. Don't just take notes and then not look them over. I mean, you gotta like take notes and then like look at them. I actually take notes. Whatever. You just imagine that there's notes on this notepad. Okay. All right, let's move on. Hit the next button. So your first piece of literature is called Harrison Bergeron. This is a short story. Before you read Harrison Bergeron, you're going to go to Edpuzzle and you're going to watch the video on Dystopia. You're going to take notes and then make sure you plug in and be interactive with the Edpuzzle. Go ahead and just try and click on the link for Harrison Bergeron just to see that you have it. You may want to even put a star next to it. Give me a thumbs up if you got it. Woo! Thank you. Get them, Sierra. Sierra, you good? Okay. So what are you going to do? You're going to complete the questions, copy and paste the questions into the text box, and then answer these two questions while you're reading. The first question is, each character is handicapped by what? So you have these three characters, Hazel, George, and Harrison. Make sure you know what are each of their handicaps, okay? Handicaps. And I don't use the word handicap. I usually use the word disability, but I'm using handicap because in the story they use the word handicap. So I just want to be clear that I'm not trying to be politically incorrect, all right? That's what the term they're using in the story. But in my real life, I would say disability. Okay, and number two, how does the government control the characters in the year 2081? Name 3 ways other than the handicaps of the characters. So you're going to be doing some close reading on how do they control the masses? What type of measures do they use in order to control the masses, right? So when I think about that, I think about the little yellow line that we all use to stay alive, right? That makes us stay in our lane. That little yellow line on the road is one of the ways that we're controlled. If you live out HPP, those yellow lines don't mean very much, by the way. I know. People just drive on the shoulder and you're like, oh my gosh, they're going to run over that lady walking across the street. Okay, so anyway, we have this. Hit the next button. So you're going to watch a video after you're done reading. All right, so go ahead. What hand is it? Your right hand? Put your right hand up. Repeat after me. I promise. At least move your lips. Geez. I promise to read the story first and then watch the video. Whatever. So it says you're going to be answering this prompt. This prompt says, what is the cautionary tale of our modern time? So I'm referring to Harrison Bergeron, right? So what is a cautionary tale? So in your notes, really big, write down, what is the point of this? Real big, full on capitals, whatever. Write it down. Sophia's like, I gotta lean forward to make like I'm taking notes. Sophia, I was you, okay? When I was you. I know. I was like,
Wait, what are we putting in all caps?
I don't know. You're gonna put, what is the point of this story in all caps? Just write it down. Where's your notebook? Show me your notebooks.
It's on my computer.
Yes. Yes. Okay, thank you. Muhalo. Journey's like, a notebook. I got one. Yes, right there. Old school. The older I get, the more old school I get. Okay. And I'm going to take a commercial break. I need you guys to be tough. Okay. Like, not tough like muscles, like, you know, Journey, but like tough, like mentally. Like who? Who's mentally tough in this classroom? Not hard-headed, Sophia. Tough. Okay? I need you guys to be tough. Okay? Like Makaya. Makaya's tough. She's like, I got this. Do you still go hunting or you used to? You not anymore.
I still go.
Yeah, see, I told you she's tough. She hunt you down. Okay. All right. Hunter. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. So you have this video to watch after you read Harrison Bergeron. Now, what I want you guys to do is go ahead and get onto Ed Puzzle. Don't pretend like you're going to get onto Ed Puzzle. Get onto Ed Puzzle. Okay. And then what time does this class end? Oh, yes, we have time. Okay. I'm going to make sure that you guys understand that in Ed Puzzle, you're going to watch the dystopian video. Okay. And at the end of class, you're going to check your email. Okay. All right. Who can tell me what they have for this week? Autumn, thank you so much. Autumn, can you please tell the class what they have due this week?
Okay, let me. The Ed Puzzle dystopian video. Take notes. Watch the video.
And then you gotta like answer the prompt. Okay, it's 20 points. And who has Membean this week? Anybody? Anybody have Membean this week? Just nod. Just nod. Anna, no, don't shake your head. No, this is wrong. Okay, we're doing this. Okay. Jaden, I saw your hand. I know you're like this and you're going like this underneath, but I know that this is what you're doing on underneath the. I see you. Okay. All right. Okay, you guys, finish the dystopian video, and then check your emails at the end of this class period. Shaka brothers. Bye.
Wait, what did you say?
Ew!
What?
You have go to Ed Puzzle and watch the video since we have time, and then check your emails at the end of the class period.
Okay. Oh, I missed the assignment.
I don't want to hear it. Good
Wait,
thing.
didn't we need to make that up?
No,
Bro.
you're making me sound like a hyena. And look at my chin. I was like that. Like no. Okay, come on. Do
Okay.
your dystopia. Okay, bye.
Bye.